Sorry about that, guys. I had something come in. I apologize. Back to it. So Germany finished their conquest of Poland. They killed They killed one Russian infantry and three artillery. However, the Russians still had some fight in them, and all four Russian units hit and took out four German infantry. While it hurt the Germans, I mean, I don't know if it really did much because Germany still took Poland. And then again, because we're on turn 5, because turn 5 and 6 take place during 1916, we have the mandatory offensives here in the West with a penalty of 8 IPC if you do not make the attack. Well, the Germans decided to pay the 8 for this turn. They did not launch any attacks along the Western Front. So, at the end of their turn, they deployed 2 infantry and artillery in Silesia, 2 infantry and a fighter in Alsace, and 2 infantry and a fighter in the Ruhr. And at the end of the turn, they collected 37 minus the 8 for not attacking for a collection of 29. France. I didn't put up my purchases again. Alright, France, we had 30 to spend. In Marseille, we are going to put an infantry and an artillery. And then in Paris, we're going to do 3 infantry, 2 artillery, and a fighter. We do have some combat this turn. We are going to launch a mandatory offensive with 4 infantry into the Ruhr. They'll probably completely get wiped out. So I don't think I'll really need to roll. If anything, I'll just roll the French response. Or at least roll the French attacks, because I know that the Germans are more than likely gonna... The Germans are gonna hit all 4, so we'll sacrifice the 4, but we'll at least see how many the French end up taking out. And then we got some action over here in Africa. The Congo and French Equatorial are going to attack Cameroon, while the forces in Portuguese Portuguese East Africa are going to attempt to take German East Africa. Alright, so we'll start down here in Africa, and then we'll work our way back up to Europe. What? No. You have tiny ones. Sweetie, I told Nora that she couldn't have a full-size candy bar, so you can. You can have like 4 of the small ones. Alright, so we'll start with, let's see. Yeah, we'll start with German East Africa first. Try not to get my kid's face in the video. Okay, so we have 2 infantry at 2. Just need 1 hit. And we got it. Alright, that's 1 hit for us. The Germans at 3. Miss. Okay, so we have taken German East Africa. And that's going to be +1 for us and -1 for the Germans. And then we have Cameroon. 2 infantry against an infantry again. Okay, so my 2 infantry at 2. Darn it, miss. The German infantry at 3. Well, good thing they missed. Alright, so Cameroon is contested for the moment. So that'll still subtract 1 from the German camp, which is good. And then finally we have our 4 infantry attacking into the Ruhr. And let's see what we get. So we have 4 at 2. And we only scored 1 hit for a loss of 4 infantry. So just come over here real quick. So these 4 are gone. And on this German stack, they lost 1 infantry off of that stack of 3. So we'll put 2 gray chips down. That's supposed to be in Holland. You're supposed to be right here. Okay. Well, that is all the French attacks. So now we'll do the French non-combats. All right, let's see here. How do I want to do this? All right. This transport is going to stay. This transport in the med is going to go back. And then up here in Europe, we're going to move these 5 infantry and 2 artillery into the Card and Alsace. Move these guys forward to Burgundy. And then I think no. I think what I'm going to do, we're going to help the Brits a little bit more. We are going to station our navy to the north here. So now we can really blockade the Germans. All right, so then like I said, deploying, back out again a little bit. Artillery and infantry in Marseille. I don't have another flight stand on me. And then we got a fighter. Three infantry. And do not have excuse me. I'll have to get a chip marker on that for the 2 artillery. Or actually, hold on. Actually, I know where I can get that. Okay. I can switch something over on one of my army cards. Okay. All right. So then at the end of the turn, we will collect 31. Yeah, we will collect 31. All right. Well, that's going to be it for the French. And we will see you guys next time for the British. Or not for the British. I will see you guys next time for the United States. So until then, guys, as always, take care.